When we are under stress, dear friends, we can't learn, we can't make decisions, we tend to make poor decisions. And how do we remove the stressors? So we keep bringing those memories up, but the meditation is helping us disengage, disconnect, and then reduce and drop all those memories. And then when they're gone, then automatically we bring the health back up. That's why people are able to sleep very quickly, very better within a few days of meditation practice.
Food is medicine. He said if you eat the right food, the right time, right quantities, you will not fall sick and you can cure all diseases. I said, I am myself an example. 30 years of diabetes gone. I don't make any medicine. I don't take any medicine. I am not that old. I am only 82, but I am still reasonably healthy. So that's very important for everyone. Eat the right food at the right quantity at the right time. You can remain healthy and you can cure all diseases. My health has improved, my sleep has changed, I feel very energetic nowadays, and my cravings for junk food has come down very significantly, and I'm much more inclined towards plant-based diet now.
Initially, I had the trouble sleeping. Once I started meditating and then started doing it just before going to bed, I was able to get some sound sleep. So that was my first breakthrough. So I thought, okay, this is working out, and I got more interested and started doing continuing meditation.
From personal aspects, like I'll tell you that the sleep pattern, I used to sleep for 10, 11 hours. Then only I feel better. But otherwise now, 5 to 6 hours is itself is enough for me. I ended the day with yesterday night with meditation and again started with the day. So as usual, like without any clock or something like that, just I'm watching the clock. Okay, what's the time now? It's 5 a.m. It's a really great transformational journey.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, very good morning, good evening. Namaste, dear friends and masters. Welcome to the 12th day of our program. We have learned that how we can deal with the stress by just doing regular practice of meditation. In the first week, we learned that how meditation silences our in chatter within. As we progress ahead, then we start listening to our body. Our body is the finest pharmaceutical in this world. Yes, certainly with the practice of meditation, from my own experience, I can say that we can certainly replace medication with meditation, at least less medication with meditation. Yes, meditation heals within. Meditation teaches us to cure what should not be endured, and meditation teaches us to endure what cannot be cured. In today's session, we will have long meditation, of course, and we will understand in detail how we can heal some deep illnesses when we understand the law of karma. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Namita madam. Happy morning, dear friends and masters. A great afternoon and wonderful evening. we have more attention when you have videos on. Sunday morning, relaxed. But you know that Sunday morning meditation can be very powerful if you are quite alert. That's great. The law of cause and effect. The law of karma is the most misunderstood aspect, the most misunderstood nature law. When we have challenges in life, the question of why me comes. In the context of health, if thoughts create reality, and why would I create a cancer into my body? Why would I create an abusive relationship into my life? Are those different types of illnesses? And then normally the answer is there's a law of karma. You know, karma, the fate, karma is there. Something you must have done wrong, and so it is happening now. Now we have free will driven, and if your thoughts create reality and then everything is free will driven, why would somebody do it, right? There are two aspects here. Does it exist? And then second, then why would we do it? Why am I suffering with cancer in this lifetime when everybody in my family and my friend circle seem to be just fine, doing fine? But one thing is certain, that if there are illnesses that are there in the body, then I'm not able to get relief, or I'm working on it, but it's taking time. It is taking time. You see, there are more than 90% of the illnesses are stress-driven in the body. Stress-driven, and so many of them can be immediately claimed back. The health can be claimed back. Many of them can be healed pretty quickly. Stress, thoughts are gone, so stress is released, and so body is working great. But there are some seem to come from somewhere. And this is where the explanation that is coming into our rescue to understand is this law of cause and effect, law of karma. Karya karana sambandh, that if there is something that is happening, there must be a karan, there must be a reason behind it. So when there are illnesses that are there that we cannot explain, that seem to be coming, they're by born disabilities, born conditions that are there, then we see in a life continuation model that one life to another life, then these become natural consequences of a matter of time. Things got delayed to continue to experience it. If I deeply neglected my health, let's say I got addicted deeply to some drugs, and then if I abused the body significantly when I was young, and then somehow I came back, but then that effect of it is behind me, maybe in the middle age time. When I do a lot of smoking, the effect of it is not immediate, but the effect of it is absolutely there somewhere later in the lungs. Maybe 30 years later, it is there. So when we know the reason, then we put it back and say, okay, it's because of my non-stop smoking habit, or no, it is because that habits then where I misuse the body significantly. My skin is sagging very early in the 50s, even though, there are many people who look very young and healthy with the skin. Then go back and say, yeah, I mean, for 20 years, I worked like, so much of stress and strain and never rested the body and worked for 22 hours a day with so much stressful thoughts. So obviously the skin cells have sort of died out. This cortisol. So the doctors give explanation, we understand it, we accept it. But if you didn't know about it, but then the same things we're causing and carrying forward from past, because we understand we're here to experience, and then we are starting always from where we left. The rules that we have in our culture and society, many of the rules are the same. If I finish 5th grade, I don't do the 5th grade again and come to the 6th grade. So I start from there. Same way, in the energy field, when we vacate the body, we go back with a set of experiences that are there, and then they're coming back as another place, another time, and to experience some more. So then where we left with the body, where we left the experiences, we start off here. One way of understanding is that what we abused is abused in the earlier one, that carries forward, and so it's a matter of time. If I had deep, deep, deep suppression of feelings forever, significant suppression leading to potential cancer, when you suppress deeply all the feelings, potential, there are many reasons, spiritually speaking. But these illnesses are carrying forward various reasons. One is we misuse the body. Second is in the field, everybody has got influence on the other. Everybody has influence on the other. And when we open up, the moment we regret of something, then immediately we are causing us to go through that experience. The moment we regret even once, the moment we feel guilt of having done something to somebody at some point, and then we start recollecting how horrible it would have been for them and what it would be like for them to go through a situation like this because of us, because of negligence, or somebody lost their life, somebody lost their limb, because of my greed, I manipulated somebody and I got something. And the moment we regret and then feel what would be like, and then immediately then we are experiencing it, because that's the very thought with emotion is sufficient to signal the field for us to experience that back at some point in time again. Of karma, however, is a free will system. Everything is happening through our own decision. It's not happening by somebody's fate. If we study the books of spiritual science deeply, and if we start understanding then through meditation or through our own experimentation, we start clearly understanding that it is a free will system, that we are deciding to do something or not do. When we read the book of, let's say, Robert Schwartz, we understand, we decide to get into a tough situation. We're always doing it. Getting into a tough situation is always doing it. For example, a businessman knows that there are some countries have serious violence today. Terrorist attacks are there are drug peddlers are there, all kinds of violence are there, but they still go there to do business. You still want your company to be there. You still risk and then go there. So we are knowingly jumping into do because of various reasons. At the top level, spiritual sensing is all about experience. We are unlimited potential, all about experience. Now the experience is colored with various things. Okay, I need to survive, I need to grow, I have this, I just want to go and see what it is like in that area of the world. I just want to escape from family, so it's okay, wherever I want to go. There are various reasons of why we're doing it, but ultimately it's about experience. So we do know that we are doing in the name of adventure, in the name of survival, and many things, we are doing things that are putting us into deeply, causing us a lot of trouble to ourselves. We do it all the time. We know the reason, then we accept it. When we don't know the reason, we say, it's happened to me, why me? But in the context of law of reincarnation, law of cause and effect is always there. If I did something stupid in my company, you see, at an indirect level, there is that letter, that experience letter, which says something, or no, the references, when you go back 10 years later, then get hired, and they want references, and somewhere it comes out. And so then you have a different effect. If you did something stupid, and then the law is today, even though somebody does something, 20 years later, they're still catching on them. It is a time frame. 20 years later, that person may be doing the most beautiful, most positive things. Changed person completely. 20 years ago, they were not. And changed them completely, but then they're having to pay for something that has been done. Because it is already set in motion. So it's always there. It is always working. But however, there are solutions too. It is not like, okay, now there's not karma is there, so I'm just done. What to do? Our thoughts create reality. So we are here to create and change things. Just the way whatever we decide to do in our company's plan, our travel plan, our life plan, we change it. This also absolutely can be changed. Everything is working that way. We just have to work harder. We just have to, what's called prarabdha, the karma that come here to experience, are the set of things that we wanted to experience. Just like if we all agreed in your company and your family to do things for the next 6 months deeply, and everyone agreed, and then you want to change that 6-month thing, it's be difficult. People will tell you, hey, we just agreed. Come on, why are you coming and changing so quickly? No, we all agree, let's just go towards it. So you got to work on it. But if you want to change it quickly, then you have to go back and work with many people, convince them and this and that to change. But it's possible, you know that. Same way, things that are there as deep illnesses are possible to be healed. We have to work on them. Our thoughts and feelings create reality, so we have to stay strong on it and then work deeply, and then again and again, it can be changed. They will decide so. Many times, we do not have the willpower, neither do we have the interest. For example, I have a hurt ankle, let's say. The injury happened a few years ago, and then you didn't take the rest required, so there is that hurt ankle. Now, you live with it. You live with it and still want to go and then climb those mountains because you seek adventure, and then you know that it's going to hurt yourself, but then you're still going to figure this out, and then you're ready to bear that pain when you're going to climb the mountains up. You know it. It's going to pain you, and you're ready to bear the pain because the adventure is more important. And so the same way, when we have some of these illnesses, many masters, or many of us, do want to just move forward with the life experience than trying to heal it. It's a choice we make. It is there because something that we've done or something we decided, either through regret or through an understanding process, and say, let me experience that contrast this time. I've been a prince, let me be a pauper. Why not? Why not? I've executed in Singapore and Dubai kind of advanced markets. Let me go into this remote country market to see what it is like to do business. Why not? Those people require my company's services. I want to go and help them. And so knowingly we may get into a trouble situation. Does not mean that You are not in Dubai and Singapore markets, you are there. But then knowingly, either because you want to help them or because you want to seek an experience, we go in there today. We know it. As an executive, we make decisions. Same way, when we finish one thing and then we want to take another role, another thing, so we come. Being a singer and then doing awards and medals earlier one time, but then somewhere later, 30 years later, you recognize and say, whatever I've done doesn't matter. And you see some underprivileged people somewhere in remote places really, really suffering, struggling. And you took your life mission and say, I want to go and sing for them. And you don't care about money and nothing. You go in and sing for them, not bothered about what it is. But it doesn't mean that you sometimes you go into troubles. You don't have access, you walk around, so many people are doing it, social reforms. They go into the remote places, no transport. And then is it like, there are these people who do not know about them and think, oh, what a poor thing. This is also, instead of having good education, they are going and doing all these skills. What happened to them? But that's a choice. They made a choice. So, dear friends, our illnesses that seem to be unresolved and then happen to come from nowhere are connected as a pure choice that we make in many, many ways. The law of karma, law of cause and effect is a free will system. It's not a punishment system as it's been told to be. That fate is our creation. That is the pure message of spiritual science. It's our creation. When we understand it, then we start accepting, we start changing things. Otherwise, we are helpless with the mercy of something and somebody. But when we take into our hands, then we have a choice to decide to say, if I want to put my effort towards healing it, or if I want to put my effort towards aligning to the purpose of my life, which gives me more happiness. So like, that ankle pain or that troubling back still does not deter you from going and doing your trek into those mountains. Just the way we decide. It's up to us. Our meditation is helping us to expand our knowledge to understand this process. It's helping us to align to a purpose. So we go beyond these challenges, we go beyond these troubles of body and life. But meditation gives us the strength that epigenetics is fundamentally telling us you can absolutely heal and then gain things. There are so many cases that you are the placebo, you documented cases. In our community circles, many people who thought they're giving up life, they're out of the wheelchairs, from sofas. Then some people who said cancer, they heal. Many, many things are there. It's possible to heal. It can take time, but if you're patient enough, you can do it. So we have to understand law of karma to first accept it. What we resist persists. So the first thing is to accept, understand the sciences so that we accept it, and then make a decision to heal, to live with it, to align to something higher. So automatically this goes away. Potentially, generally, that's what happens. When you align to your true purpose, then everything that's required to live that life is automatically naturally aligned. So it becomes non-issue. Whether it's lack of money, lack of relationship, lack of health, they become non-issues if you align to what you feel really is that you need to do, like singing, like service, right? That is how we understand perfect health to gain, stress relief, and with thoughts, those things that got into motion through extended stress, we can reverse them through your thoughts, epigenetic concepts, and heal the body, and then further understand law of karma, and then we have better acceptance. Acceptance is number one to manifest. When we are happy in the moment, and then dream of a future, it's always happening. That's the key. Now, how do I be happy in the moment, suffering with this illness? Understand the reason, understand it in the sciences, and then come to an acceptance, and then start working towards manifestation, visualization, and dreaming, something that we'll learn next week further. So, dear friends, so today, welcome back to everybody who's wanted to join the Sunday meditation, long meditation. So we're going to utilize this time today. No master class after the meditation. So instead, we're going to go full till 7:30, 7:40 a.m. India time. So as concluding week for this health week, what we'll do today is to do certain affirmations about our health. So I'd like you to think about Those if you're wanting to have that perfect body, anything, it could be perfect teeth, perfect skin, perfect hair, or just any relationships in the body, perfect. You want to have great health in the body, some parts of the body which you have to work on it. It could be digestion, it could be your legs, whatever that may be. You want to work on it. It could be that glands, hormonal imbalances, right? I want you to just write a few things. If those have come into your life, if that health has come, that hair has come back, or your digestion has come back, or those gallbladder stones have disappeared, things that have been bothering you to not do things. I want you to make a certain statements about yourself that I am healed of that thing. My liver is working great. My legs are working fantastic. They're beautiful. They support me in everything I do. I want you to write positive statements. If that is there, that health is there, 100% health is there, many things that you are enabled to do, I want you to just think about them. Things that you're enabled to do, things that you want to do, which you're holding back. My eyesight is beautiful that now I'm able to drive on long distances. And then I want you to write a set of statements that you think about a set of statements that you're going to affirm in your meditation with an heightened emotion. You got to feel that it is so real, because if health is there, then you're going to do them. I want you to feel that they're so real. There's COVID all the time. There are people that have been scared. So I want you to feel, if that is so, that's what has held you back for multiple years. Now you feel that your immunity is so strong, that you are so one with everything, that you're not affected practically when you go out, that you're able to go and then do things very freely, right? It could be that experience. I want you to just think about some of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that will help that part of the body, or the whole body is so beautifully there. The things that you would do. Simple things like, you just want to dance, part of your family union events. Today, you're not able to do it, but you want to just do that dance. You want to go and do that gymming. That's human. We want to live life. So our body is fundamentally required in many, many ways, right? Think about those things. And so our meditation is going to be first heart elevation. Then we're doing Ana-Pana-Sati for a long time. And then a few minutes of this affirmations, when I'm going to ask you to be excited about that future possibility. And then you got to feel so good. You got to feel, let's say, 10 times more greater in feeling good about the new experience of you having it, compared to how you feel today about your health. Today again, this leg is aching. If that is a level of feeling, and then I want you to feel 10 times more strongly that, yes, I'm jumping around. This is so good. I'm running around this Lal Bagh, this park in a home 10 times. Wow, man, I don't know how I can do it, but I'm doing it. I want you to feel that strong, right? That's the level you want to feel, in order of magnitude higher in your body feeling when you're affirming these things. And then it's because it's in your hand. Your thoughts are creating reality. Cells are ready to take your signal, the positive feeling and affirmation the cells are taking, and so the body is going to heal. This is how it works. So this science so clearly that you don't doubt it, and then you're only thinking of the future possibility, dreaming and sending signal. This is how I want you to spend those 10, 12 minutes when we're going to guide. And afterwards, we're going to take quick short breaths, and then we're going to lie down to rest and relax. No meditation required. Simply lie down in the most comfortable posture, relaxing posture, and then let go of anything, and then be a witness to what happens in that state, right? And then we express gratitude. We're going to come out, right, friends? So this is going to be our meditation today. Relax yourself, sit comfortably. Those of you, if anybody join new, just follow this Ana-Pana-Sati meditation segment, which is to observing your breath simply. With your eyes closed, specs removed, observe your natural breath. When I observe the breath, mind becomes empty. Our goal is to be empty the mind. That is the primary meditation. In empty mind, we are tuning into the unlimited possibilities and potentials of experiences that we can have in our life. So emptying the mind is by observing the breath. And observe the breath slowly, mind is empty. Then be in that